Subscribe to Film Companion for your film fix. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.
Oh, I was not ready for this film. I feel like मेरे अंदर से ना मैं बदल गई हूँ थोड़ी सी ये देख के.
And I'm gonna do everything possible to keep them from taking it.
Hey guys, my name is Sucharita. This is Film Companion. You're watching not a movie review, and right now I am not going to be reviewing Just Mercy.
I don't want my son growing up knowing his mom stopped doing what was right just because she was scared.
Set in late 80s to early 90s in Alabama, USA, this is the real story of lawyer and social justice activist Bryan Stevenson, who founded Equal Justice Initiative, an organization which works with people wrongfully incarcerated and put on the death row. यहाँ इस organization की origin story है, and one of the first cases it worked on, that of one Walter McMillan, a hugely popular news story of its time, involving the murder of an 18-year-old girl, many racist law enforcement officers, and a black man who maintained his innocence for 6 years on the death row. इस केस का eventually हुआ क्या, ये information सारी public है, तो if you care to know, you can read about it, लेकिन I'd recommend पहले ये film देखना, फिर पढ़ना. Director Destin Daniel Cretton has found a very sympathetic, almost sweet tone in which to tell this gut-wrenching story. यहाँ righteous anger तो है, लेकिन it is not anger that is bursting at the seams, pouring out into the streets, demanding justice and change in the rules. The anger is limited to the areas where it can be expressed using the acceptable forms of expression of the time. No courtroom dialogue bazi with a soaring background score. It's just a simple, straightforward look at the injustice of this case and of the system as it existed then. The vessel in which this anger is stored is Harvard-educated lawyer Bryan Stevenson, played by an adequately vulnerable Michael B. Jordan. एक ऐसा lawyer जो promising career prospects त्याग कर Alabama आ गया है to bring justice to the damned. इस character में director को embellishments ज़्यादा डालने की ज़रूरत है ही नहीं. Read up a little about this man. इनकी life story को लेकर कम से कम 2 नई movies और बन सकती हैं. They didn't have to change the setting, the characters, their appearances in court, क्योंकि जहाँ तक मुझे समझ आया है जो भी sensational चीजें आप इस फिल्म में देखते हैं वो सभी हुई थी real life में, barring some small cinematic liberties of course, but none of which have any significant impact on the story, the liberties. तो होता ही हुआ है कि despite us not having anything to do with the white superiority and America's systemic racism depicted in this film, Just Mercy makes you feel all kinds of guilty about your own privilege. जितनी आसानी से नए लॉयर को एविडेंस मिल जाता है which had previously not been presented, कितनी आसानी से उसका केस स्ट्रॉन्ग बन जाता है और कितनी आसानी से रिजेक्ट कर दिया जाता है बार बार, will force you to draw parallels with whatever country or culture you're a member of, क्योंकि ऐसा रेस, रिलीजन, स्टेटस बायस आज भी है हर जगह. 2 scenes are particularly difficult to watch. एक when Michael B. Jordan is strip searched at a prison for no reason except to humiliate him, और दूसरा जब he's pulled over and a cop points a gun at his head for no discernible reason, which is till date a very real and scary scenario. दोनों scenes में the character is shot in many close-ups as he realizes in his 20s, despite a Harvard education, that the powers that be still view him as an inferior citizen because of the color of his skin, and inferiority एक तरह की नहीं है, अलग-अलग levels पर झेलनी पड़ेगी. 2 different expressions of disbelief and fear, 2 wonderfully moving scenes. When he says to a judge in the courtroom, opposite of poverty isn't wealth, the opposite of poverty is justice. You feel it. Of course, Jamie Foxx की performance हर बार की तरह one more time has just destroyed me. Playing a weak yet strong man who's almost given up but not quite. Jamie Foxx में एक ना innate likability है, एक honesty है, which you see not just in his performances but also in the interviews he gives. I mean, the man once rescued a person from a burning car. Yeah, Google karo. When he's looking through the bars of his prison cell, saying to a man who's wrongfully being taken to the electric chair, "You ain't by yourself, we're all in this with you," you feel it. While Jamie Foxx hits it out of the park, Brie Larson, who plays Ava Ansley, a co-founder of Equal Justice Initiative, feels zara wasted. It's not a part that needed an actor like her to do a whole lot. I wish she had a few scenes, or at least one, to justify why this character needed a presence like Brie Larson and why she too is crucial to the proceedings of this case. Feel करने के लिए कुछ ज़्यादा दिया नहीं. But apart from this, director Destin Daniel Cretton sets the film beautifully. For a small but significant scene, you are taken to the opposite side's white lawyer's home. The scene plays out on his porch. हम अंदर जाते ही नहीं है, but it is enough to establish it in contrast with the small cramped home of Walter McMillan, the guy on death row, where we spend a considerable amount of time inside his house. Multiple mentions of To Kill a Mockingbird, a book famous for talking about racial injustice, remind you that you can take passionate regional pride in something you had no hand in creating, yet not understand anything about it. Just Mercy अच्छी सुलझी हुई और बड़ी जरूरी फिल्म है जिसे देखकर थोड़ा लगेगा कि शायद इसलिए फिल्म बनाना जरूरी है, कहानियां कहना जरूरी है. पिछले हफ्ते की छपाक की तरह कितना बोझा हम में से कुछ लोग अपने दिल में उठाए चल रहे हैं, शायद ये फिल्म देखकर फिर से महसूस हो थोड़ा। सो ऑन अ स्केल ऑफ 1 to 10, जस्ट मर्सी इज 1 सीन में मौका देते एटलीस्ट ब्री लार्सन को ऐसा एक्टिंग करने का, नहीं? To know my thoughts on Sam Mendes की 1917 जिसको 10 ऑस्कर नॉमिनेशंस मिली हैं, फिल्म कंपेनियन सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, यही मिलेगी जानकारी।